right? This opens up our beloved Embercleave. The Goldspan Dragon into a cleave is so broken. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Whether this is your first video or you've been along the journey for a while, I appreciate every individual second you spend with me here today. Thank you so much. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Today we are playing with Gruul aggro. Gruul's the color combination of red and green. This deck is updated with Kaldhiem cards, and we are playing through Diamond 4 into Diamond 3. We're going to break down the deck list, go through our strategies, synergies, then get into today's gameplay footage, and close up with some final thoughts. Let's kick it off. Alrighty, welcome to Arni Gruul. Now, this is a list that I've been playing with a little bit and have been working on, and will be continue to working on it. So let's break down some of the new cards for you guys, and then we'll come full circle with the filler. First off, we have 2 copies of our Goldspan Dragon. This is a 5 CMC with flying and haste. Whenever it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, create a treasure token, and then as long as it's in play, treasures you control have tap treasure to sacrifice it, and then adding 2 mana of any color. So typically our treasures sacrifice for 1 mana, but as long as the Goldspan Dragon is in play, they'll sacrifice for 2 mana, which is very, very good. And the fact that it has flying and haste as well is really good. So, 5 CMC is pretty expensive, but the fact that, you can basically reduce it by 2 because you receive that value back from it through the treasures, which is fine. So really, if you think of this as a 3-drop 4/4 with flying and haste, that's really good. So I like the Goldspan Dragon. And the nice thing is, it's whenever it attacks, so it's before blockers have been declared, and we'll touch on that in a little bit. We also have Toski, Bearer of Secrets. Now, this is one of my favorite cards in Kaldhiem. A 1/1 with Indestructible. It can't be countered, and it attacks each combat if able. Whenever a creature we control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Absolutely amazing. One of the most broken things I've witnessed in a while. We have a single copy of Arni Broken Brow, I should say. Really looking forward to bringing maybe additional copies of this in the deck because it performed so well. A 3/3 with haste, boast for 1. You may change Arni Broken Brow's pace power to 1, plus the greatest power among creatures we control until the end of turn. This is very good, and we're going to break down some of those strategies with that later. We also have Arni Slays the Trolls, a 2 CMC saga. When it enters play, target creature you control fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Next up, add 1 red source. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature you control. And then finally, you gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. This is amazing for any creature-based matchup because you get the fights, you add mana, you make your creatures bigger, and then you also gain life to offset any of those aggro decks. So, I wish there were more new cards in the deck, and we'll continue to be adding some. I should mention that we have a Faceless Haven. We can tap this for 3 snow mana. Well, not tap it, but use 3 snow mana to make it a 4/3 with Vigilance. That's every creature type. So, a little bit more attack there on the side with the Faceless Haven. And to fill around all of these new cards, we have the Adventure Shell. This starts out with 4 copies of the Edgewall Innkeeper, 1/1 whenever you cast a creature spell that has Adventure, draw a card. It doesn't have to be cast as the Adventure first, of course. So, when we move around, we have a single copy of Emberth Shieldbreaker, Battle Display for 1 at sorcery speed, destroy target artifact. That's just too good not to have right now. It's going to take out the opposing henges. It takes out, Solemn Simulacrums. It takes out Annex. It takes out, opposing cleaves. There's so many things that the Shieldbreaker will deal with for us. And then, of course, it's a 2/1, which would trigger the Edgewall Innkeeper because it's an adventure creature. 4 copies of our Bonecrusher Giant. This is a 4/3, and whenever it becomes the target of a spell, it will deal 2 damage to that spell's controller. Stomp for 2 at instant speed adds the adventure. Damage can't be prevented. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. So this is nice. It's the body. It can trigger more damage if they target it. You can utilize the Stomp for a little bit of reach late game, and you can use it early game to remove high priority creatures like the Edgewall Innkeeper, like the Speaker of the Heavens, Luminarch Aspirant, stuff like this. And of course, when you do play it as the Giant, it triggers the Innkeeper, giving you a draw. Lovestruck Beast is a 5/5 that can only attack if you control a 1/1. We do have the Innkeeper, we have the Brushfire Elemental, and Heart's Desire for 1 at sorcery speed to create a 1/1 white human. So there's a few 1/1s in the deck to turn on Lovestruck Beast. And we also have Toski, Don't Remember as well. So even though he's covered up right now, he himself is a 1/1 as well. So, you know, the Lovestruck Beast just sees so much synergy within this current version of Gruul that it seems to be unstoppable. So, Lovestruck Beast, of course, triggers the draw on the Edgewall Innkeeper. Moving on, we've got 4 copies of Kazandu Mammoth from Zendikar. Tapping it, coming in tapped. And then, as the Mammoth, it has landfall as a 3/3. Whenever a land enters play, it goes up by +2/+2. Very similar to a Brushfire Elemental. 2 copies of Cloith's God of Destiny, a 4/5 with Indestructible. As long as your devotion to green and red is less than 7, it's not a creature. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a land card, add Gruul mana to your pool. Otherwise, you gain 2 life, and Cloth deals 2 damage to each opponent, which is really nice. So, you know, either grabbing an additional mana if you exile a land, or you're dealing 2 damage and gaining 2 life, which is really, really good. We've got 2 copies of the Great Henge. 9 CMC, X less to cost, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Add 2 mana, gain 2 life by tapping it, and whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. 3 copies of our Embercleave for 6 with Flash, 1 less to cast for each attacking creature we control. When Embercleave enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has double strike and trample. If that creature gets removed, we can re-equip the cleave because it stays in play for an additional 3 to a new creature. 5 mountains, 7 forests of the snow variety, 4 Cragcrown and Timbercrown Pathways, 4 Fabled Passages, and like I said, that Faceless Haven there. And of course, we have 3 Shatterskull Smashings for 2+X at sorcery speed, dealing X damage divided as we choose among up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, the Smashing deals twice that damage. That's it. So that's your deck list. You know, it's very aggressive. We look at our average CMC, it is 3.2, but this is skewed higher because there's, you know, 2 9-drops and there's 3 6-drops in here, and we're not ever casting those for that, so it's actually a little bit lighter than it's showing us. So it's not 3.2, I would guess maybe 2.8 or something like this, maybe even lighter. So your main game plan is to reduce the cost of your Embercleave, right? That's your overall objective, is to close out matches as quickly as possible. This is done through, you know, filling the creature with fields, filling the field with creatures. A 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, a cleave drop. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know, whether that be an Innkeeper, a Brushfire Elemental, a Lovestruck Beast, a cleave, that's amazing. If not the cleave, then we really want to be focusing on having a turn 3 drop be the Kazandu Mammoth or the Lovestruck Beast. Both on our turn 4s will reduce the cost of our Henge by 4, allowing us to, you know, play it on turn 4, which is really, really, really good. Reduce it by 5, actually, not by 4, allowing us to play it on turn 4. So, you know, our main objective is primarily to stack creatures, reduce the cost of Embercleave, smash our opponent in the face. If we can't do that, then we want to get the Great Henge in play. And then, of course, you know, there's some love on the side. Toski is a massive draw engine for us. It's going to help us find the Henge. It's going to help us find the Cleave if we don't have it. And the Goldspan Dragon creates the artifacts that we can sack for 2 mana, and it's an attacker, so it reduces the cost of Cleave. Plus, it creates the artifact, which gives you the 2 red mana. So, like, this is absolutely broken. You can cast your Cleave for free if you have 3 attackers in play, plus your Goldspan Dragon enters, right? So you've got 3 attackers, your dragon comes in on top for all of your mana, you have 0 mana, you attack, you make 2 mana, your cleave goes on the dragon, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that's really nice as far as combos and synergies go. We've got Slays the Troll. This is amazing because the +1/+1 counters and red mana. The +1/+1 counters do very well for us, and the cleave creature, I like to put them on the Brushfire Elemental because the unblockable thing, of course, if creature's power are 2 or less. And then adding the red mana is amazing to help us cast our Goldspan Dragon. And then gaining life is just the bee's knees as well if there's any aggro matchups. We have the landfall ability through the Mammoth, through the Brushfire Elemental, and then Boast through the Broken Brow. This is really nice because, you know, the Mammoth can become a 7/7 or a 9/9 in a blink of an eye. And then we can just Boast, right? And have Arni become a massive creature as well, which is pretty cool. So the damage output in this deck is very high. You're not going to really struggle with that. And the draw is very consistent as well. Whether it be the Edgewall Innkeeper and the Adventure, whether it be Toski and attackers, or whether it be the Great Henge and playing creatures on top of it, you will be drawing cards almost all the way throughout the game. Very, very nice. Very, very easy. and very, very fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed my deck list and deck tech. We are playing best of one today, climbing through Diamond, having a good time and doing it, exploring some of our new favorite cards. And Toski is amazing. Goldspan Dragon is amazing. And then Arni, Broken Brow, and Slays the Troll. It's just like, there's too many new good cards to put in one deck. You know what I mean? We're going to have to do multiple versions of Gruul to get all the cards that we want in there. So thank you guys. I really appreciate every moment that you're here with me today. Enjoy today's gameplay footage. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends. Support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, or by purchasing things through our Amazon link. With that all out of the way, have a magical day, and we'll see you soon to wrap up. Going first against what I can only assume is rogues. Doesn't feel good. Try it out. How hard should we bash them? Should we try to fight them, or should we just, like, super bash? I feel like we should just super bash. Thought Thief is okay. Still below 8, so there's literally no reason to play that. We could kill the Thought Thief, or we could hedge for next turn. The thing will have Death Touch next turn. Let's go with our God of Destiny, because next turn we can use our Fabled Passage and our fight. Wind Robber in play. So it's a pretty big hit. We can go to 4. We don't need 5. So we get 2 damage here. 2 life. I mean, we don't have lethal, but we're close. Nice rope, bro. Oh, man. God bless them. Our opponent goes first, which is a bummer. But, you know, this is a hand we get to keep, so I'm appreciative of that. Temple means Tybalt. Right? Does. You all know it. We'll keep the Innkeeper out of play as long as we can, so it's not a target. It's not. We could just play our Lovestruck Beast on top of it. Keeping our Giant for removal. Team your colors. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Are they breaking? I don't want to self-sack the Innkeeper to like a Wildborn Preserver or anything, and yeah, they brick. Nice. Going first. Toski does help, but this is like such an awkward hand, man. This is just as bad. Maybe worse, I don't know. We have to keep this. Let's toss our Shield Breaker. Valley in play. Let's see if we can pull up a fourth. Worst case scenario, we just take a slow player Innkeeper. A Fledgling, that's actually pretty good. We pull another red source for our cleave. Play our Lovestruck Beast. No land? I don't care to block it. It's only 1 damage, and now you don't have a defender. Let's see if they find one here. No. I'm gonna add a green source. Right, because this adds a red source. Ooh. Take our draw. We get the land. That's good news. Okay. Angel Town. Which is actually fine for us. That doesn't really matter at all. If we top deck a land, we can play the beast, draw, and kill it. If we don't get a land, then I feel stupid. Banking on a land draw here, I believe. 1 land, please. Of not that variety. Uh-oh. Let's keep pace. Down to 16. They're not at 27, so that's nice. I think we're looking at an Arni slays the troll on the angel, and then we stomp the speaker. I think they have more angelic ascensions. They might angelic ascension our Lovestruck Beast here? I don't know. It is questionable. Okay. They trade. This could suck, but we'll see. There is, you dog. We should have attacked first. Okay. Down to 8. They're at 12. Nice. That gets them so close. First strike, they're playing defensively? No. I think we win. Right? This should be relatively easy. I guess we should have stomped. I thought we got to keep it. I guess not. Doesn't matter, though. Oh! I'm click happy. I'm click happy. There's no block face to click to because they're tapped. Oh my god. Jesus. Luris, that's never good. 2 Henges is aggressive as well. Let's make it work, people! So there's no crab. That's great. And they're just sitting on this passage. We should be okay. These Guild Enforcer with the mill. Not that bad. Don't lose anything important. Let's take the trade if they'll allow it. I doubt it. Just take the damage. Counter magic. Rogues in play. Let's pull the mana. They can't resist it. They're gonna play their Thought Thief. They resist it. Lovestruck Beast in play. I don't know, right? Let's try our best. It enters. But they could easily just, you know, Thought Thief now. That gets the mill. And then they can remove it on their turn. Or just Heartless Act it. That's fine too. That's fine too, brah! No crab, at least. It just sucks that they're gonna into the story when their hand's empty. Main phase Thought Thief. I find that so interesting. I guess they do get the attack trigger there. That still's not pushed it up. We're only at 7. That's funny. So literally, they did not need to play that Thought Thief at all. But, to each of their own. We don't have anything else. If we weren't going to get countered after the sleepy emote, we will. Right? Wind Robber in play. Ultra Mill. They don't even need the crab. I'll double block that Enforcer. I mean, we know they're just going to bring it back with Luris, but still worth our time. This needs to be countered or removed. We're at 38. Let's take the attack. Create the treasure. That activates our Bonecrusher Giant. Maybe. If they'll ever allow it. Stop it! Why are you so mean to rogue players, bro? Let's get our damage in. Down to 13, tying it up. Ending our turn here. So they can bring Luris over and play it. Right, they have the mana for that. Oh, they lull mage us. Such a broken card. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel very good. Mammoth would work okay. Our turn. Give me my creature back. We've got haste. Not that it matters. We don't control it. We own it. We don't control it, though. We can take a hit, but they hit us for 8. We're down to 2. So I just don't really see a way out of this. Even if we top deck a cleave, we're hitting for... Oh no, if we top deck a cleave, we'd have lethal if they didn't block with Lurrus. Ouch, right? They should be cycling this Wind Rubber with Lurrus. They get a cleave off the top, that sucks. Oh no. They're not even going to play it. They're just going to keep it in their hand. They do have 1 drop to play, but that's the wrong land. Oh no, they've got the treasure. They've got the frickin' treasure, ladies and gentlemen. From our dragon. Ouch. Let them go. We mill more. Down to 29, which is a reasonable amount of mill. A little high on the damage output here, though. Oh, yeah, more land. Love that. Love drawing nothing but land. Gulp. Just for fun, let's see what we get. Who cares? We can keep this. We have an Innkeeper. Alright, Thomas Sawyer in the house. Mono white. Boros party? Boros aggro? No, mono white aggro. Big time. Wow. This cleric is pretty cool. Is it ever? Let's take our draw. We just chump block with everything, right? Other than the Innkeeper. Like next turn we just throw out the Lovestruck Beast as a 5/5. They're gonna get the Skyclave though. Oh no. Let's take this cleric out. Let's take our draw again. Go Innkeeper! Right? Yeah. 4 mana. Another Anthem. Nice. And another Savior. No blocks. We take the damage. It hurts, but we need the henge. Now we can block and just try to ride off the Great Henge. Oh my gosh, we don't need to get to block. Wow. We're just super dead. Mono white is aggressive. We use all of our red mana, right? That's the hard thing. We could play the Mammoth. The land is really good. Take a green source here. I'm not sure how to do it, is the thing, because they have Giant Killer. It's like not enough. Because we only have one blocker, right? And it already has indestructible now, so we can't kill it. So we're just dead. It's just such a good blend of cards in mono white. It does well. Good game. Not getting there, you guys. We gotta turn this around. This hand is bad. No forests. This could be worse. Let's toss the dragon. As long as we can hit that 4-drop. We have Arni online, which is nice. So if there's not going to be any fight effect, we don't need it. We just need that squirrel. They should remove the Lovestruck Beast this turn if they can. Right? And that should allow us to get Toski out. Nice. Okay, so no interruption at all. We're okay. 2/2 zombie, maybe. And that's going to be a really big draw for us as well. We'll trade one of the 1/1s for a draw. And they took a bunch of damage with the Lovestruck Beast. And look who's there! Our favorite character. So let's probably Embercleave Toski. Oh, no, I guess it'll definitely be Lovestruck Beast. Just toss the land. That's fine with us. This should be a good game. They're tapped, so we know we can just go for it. Bloosh, baby. Not good. And we get the draw again. Just so good. Unbelievably good. Let's get an Innkeeper in play. So now they've got to remove basically all 3 of these creatures. Maybe we rely less on the Great Henge and more on Toski. I don't know. Maybe. That opens up a whole new kind of Gruul. But it's indestructible. They just can't deal with it. And they attack us while we're at 17 life? Makes sense. Yeah. Take a double draw. End our turn. We could have cleaved and then relied on the land draw and then still used our God of Destiny, but This game's super duper over. Extinction events doesn't even get us. If they kill the Innkeeper, then we have to sack Tulski. That could get us. But then we just have chip damage through, like, God of Destiny. Pretty easy for us to discard the land. Let's get Kroxa out of their grave. That's, you know, self-explanatory. And, yeah. Okay. They can only block 1 damage, but we're gonna kill the defender anyways. Going first, this hand looks a little aggressive. I wish we could Mammoth, but I don't think we'll be able to. But it still doesn't mean that we have to play it. Even though we probably should. Because I don't want to play slow. So let's hold the Mammoth, and we'll get another forest, I bet. Or another mountain, something. Something will fall together. Just chilling, waiting our opponent. Right? So suspect. Let's just snag this so there's no mana ramp. This is going to be elves, whether it's Golgari or mono green. That's up for us to find out. All right, so did they brick? Like, what's going on here? It's early season and they're already in diamond, so it's like they don't not know what their cards do. They're just like taking their time. Taking their time. Which I respect, but not really my game. I don't mind trading with this Bright Blade. And like it's in their best interest to kill the 1/1 because it turns on our Lovestruck Beast. So they should definitely take the trade, but it's, you know, it's understandable if they don't. They can't block the Elemental. B-Boy Larry SG's got his little brother playing his account or something. That's fine. I wish I had someone who played my account for me. Just play these cards. Your percentages are there, and, you know, come get me when you hit Mythic. I'll buy you an ice cream. 8 hours later. We only have one Snowland. So it's not a cleave. Let's get Bonecrusher in there. And the 1/1. Right, just trying to spend our mana effectively. Still waiting on that second forest for this Mammoth. If we don't pull it, we'll play the Mammoth, whatever. Right, because we do need the forest for the Henge if we get it, so... Realmwalker's good. Alright, they've got a nice field here. Mono green elves for sure. Two attacks. We have cleave open. They've got a decent amount of blockers. We will first strike the Death Touch block. Of course, Embercleave is an equipment, so it enters play, and then it targets it. So there's no spell actually targeting it, it's an equipment targeting it. They're down to 1. That should be good enough, I think. Skimfire's alright. Elvish Warmaster is very good. But we've got Trample, right? So that's going to carry us through. We go first. Like, it is here, but it is awkward to get to. We'll play slow. Aw, little bearsies. I like this bear more, I think. They're playing slow. And we pull a pretty opportunistic land. I say we just try it. Go all in, baby. You think these are stoats he's holding, but they're actually diamonds. Oh, Speaker of the Havens. Times 2. Times 2. 2 of them. 2 of them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 2 of them. 3 mana. Righteous Valkyrie in play. Oh gosh. It can just sit there. We'll crack it later. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, that's good. Oh, no way. Up to 26. Wow. It's too much. Brushfire in, passage in, crack both passages. Where's our cleave when we need it? Let's kill the 4/4. Everybody goes over. They trade with the speaker. That does take them to 27, but of course we take them way down. We lose our draw engine, but we're not utilizing it anymore. So the angel doesn't have vigilance, which means it can't attack. It can just tap to kill the Brushfire if it wants. Shadow Spear, nice. That is good. That is good. They could equip it too if they want. We have 4 damage next turn. That dodges it. And he gets a +1 counter, doesn't it? So they just tap. Interesting. So that's good. Reduces the cost of our henge. We get mana to spend afterwards. We have to play the henge. We should just kill this thing, shouldn't we? Or we wait until next turn, kill it all. This has haste as well. So we do get a big hit in here. And then we can use the boast ability here for some extra damage. Woo! So we got Arni, slays the troll in deck. Arni, broken brow. No trample, but we do remove that creature that we wanted. They're down to 11. Double strike makes me want to cry, but it is what it is. Last card in their hand. Aluris. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a goof. What a goof. I mean, obviously you put it on your Righteous Valkyrie, don't you? Got double strike. And lifelink. That's 8 life gained. That's heartbreaking. We do gain 6 life back, though. Arni saving the day. No attacks. That's amazing. Lurse goes. That's amazing. We take the draw. That's amazing. They have no first strike anymore. They also have no life gain anymore. Oh, why are you doing that to us, man? Let's take another draw. We're at 27 life. I don't know how that happened. We've not enough mana to boast anymore. Worth it, though. Let's take that hit. They basically have to block this. I didn't think we were going to win that one. Oh my gosh. Arni saves the day. Like, they dropped 2 speakers right out of the gate. They had a Lurus, a Retribution, like, a Valkyrie, and a Loon. Like, oh my gosh. They just dropped such heat on us there. Which is so silly. Aspirant goes. That's great. Let's take the draw. Looking for a cleave. Land in play. We have only 6 mana, which isn't enough. Everybody goes over. We boost Arni. Boast. It feels like boost, but it's boast. And that was a really nice match. Our opponent goes first. We have 2 elementals. You almost can't ignore that. I say we play our Mammoth first. Just get it out of the way. A little bit of removal helps. Triome. Temir ramp. Or it's trickery. They play slow as well. Let's just go over. Hit for 1. We can get Toski out. That's always nice. Bonecrusher Giant on our Elemental. No, just a Cultivate. Okay. Not a Passage. We hit for 6. Which isn't bad, but it's not enough. Land, we played Toski, I think. We have 4 damage in hand, keep in mind. Right? So we just need to do 9 more. They're thinking on it. That's their 5th land. Into a dragon that can attack. Ouch. That's a really good ramp into the ultimatum. I actually kind of like that. So we're hitting for 6 and we have 4 in hand. That would be 10. That leaves them at 3. We get a double draw. We do get our Henge, but I think we have to win right here. Yeah. Oh my god, they whiff. They have 3 mana available. They make a shark, they kill a creature. That's it, though. So this can't block. We get 3 damage in. And we do 4, 5, 6, 7. We also get to draw through the Elemental. Via Toski. Nice, damage goes through. We win. And we pull the 3rd. That's awesome. Good game. I do like using the dragon to ramp up into your ultimatum, though. That's pretty cool. Both land. I think we can go first. Arni slays the trolls times 2 is a little awkward, but... what else do you do? We need this as a red source, so we definitely can't play the Mammoth as a creature. And let's just get it out of the way, right? You know the deal. All speakers must die. Luminarch, that's okay. Let's Lovestruck Beast. It is stronger. I mean, if they use their Skyclave, we're kind of screwed. No, Linden, we're okay. Haven in play. Let's turn it on. No attacks. I don't want to die. We can just remove it next turn, right? Broodmoth. I stand corrected. No blocks. Let it through. I don't want it to have flying. So we kill the Broodmoth here. We hit a massive attack. Gulp. Good game, brah. Woo! I'm loving that new saga. Our opponent goes first. Our hand looks real slow. But, you know, we've seen last match. This saved us. So, maybe it does again. We need more land. Have you ever seen a Fervent Champion not attack immediately? Let's see how this plays out. I'm a little worried. No wonder they're taking so long. They didn't know which one of them to play first. Let's just get this gone. We still have to play it and then start using our Slays the Troll. Luckily, this has life gain in it, but are we gonna survive long enough? Are you kidding me? 4 Fervent Champions in their opening hand. That's ridiculous. Quadruple Fervent Champions. My God. This is crazy. And they're playing super slow. They're like, why haven't they left yet? Feel my rage. And they have something else to kill our mammoth for sure. There's no reason for them to be playing that slow. Wow. Good game. Wow. Our opponent goes first. The hand looks awkward, but it is all there. I'm not going to sack the Innkeeper to a Frostbite or whatever. Shock. Take our hit for 1. Let's get this Mammoth in play next turn. Innkeeper is fine. They play on top of it for 3? No. For 2 maybe still? No. Mammoth in play. Next turn we can Innkeeper and Lovestruck Beast. If we don't find a cleave. They get the dragon. Nice. Sucks that we don't have it, but it's okay. The Henge is good. You know, they should basically block the 7/7 with that Innkeeper. It feels bad not to. Like, they're taking 13 damage. Or 12, sorry. I guess too much to take. Wow. So they have to kill us this turn. We have 15. They cleave the dragon. It hits us for 10. We block everything else. Maybe they have their own Embercleave. Oh, my camera's off today. We moved your wheel forward. A second dragon? Oh my gosh. They could use those to cleave. No way. They hit us for 14 damage. That's so close. Do they have a shock in hand? A stomp or anything? If they have a stomp, they win. Sploosh. Are you kidding me? Wow. We're going first. Let's keep 7. We have lots of land. We could even, you know, play this as a forest, play our Mammoth. One hit. Not great, but it exists. That's annoying. It's not the end of the day, though. We can trade with it, potentially. Heart of Kald's nice. I guess we let it through. Broken bow in play. Get one of these in place slow. I don't want to pay life for any of them. And then they can trade with the Broken Brow if they want. Heart of Kald is good for us to get rid of. We're hitting for 8 as well, down to 11. Okay. The Brushfire Elemental's easy removal. No cleave. Questing Beast, though, sucks. For 7. Gulp. This isn't gonna work. We hit for 9. Treasure doesn't save us. We've already played a land. Yikes. So that's 7 damage. They can easily cleave. No, the Great Henge. Cleave is gone. Do they have a fight effect? Ram through. Interesting. For 7. Mine is flying on her wheel. Oh my gosh. Annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. We could go to 6. We could kill this thing. Go to 5, hit for 6. Oh no, we have the treasures too. We could have had lethal. I messed that up. We could have saved the extra mana. And played our elemental, I think, still. Because of the treasure. I forgot about it. Going first. That's lovely. Nothing to really play. Let's get after it. Last match of the deck here, I think. Hit our 1 damage. Removal. So they take our Bonecrusher Giant. Let's get the God of Destiny in play right away. That should win us the match, but I'm not entirely sure. Right, it just kind of puts them on the timer, and they don't have life gain. It's the kind of deck that uses their life as a resource by paying life, etc. 3 mana, removal on the elemental, or they just make Valky Bonecrusher Giant and attack for 4. Alright, we're a little late to this match. I accidentally had my music going. You know, we got God of Destiny out. Bonecrusher Giant was Valky'd away from us. And now we're just going to do our best to come back from all of that. We have a nice hit here, though. Isn't Boast 2? Boast is only 1 here. I should know this. Alright, so it's a good hit, right? Down to 5. And then we just clear them out with the God of Destiny. Sploosh. It's kind of crazy how you just like walk over the match or you get walked over. It's like so rare to find a good match these days. They kill the broken brow. They don't attack us. We do the 2 damage. Passage in play. We'll use our Faceless Haven as well, and we have lethal. Good game. Alright, this is going to be our last match of the day. Our opponent goes first, which isn't great, but it's not the worst. If we don't pick up a mountain, we might passage out of the gate. Just barreling towards our Toski. Hit for 1. That's okay. Let's take our red source. Bonecrusher off the top, of course. Stop it. We're going to hold on to it for now. Pull out their stomp, right? Fire Prophecy. It was going to be done, and certainly not on our Edgewall Innkeeper. And I don't mind taking 1 damage. Lots of removal. Azri's Lieutenant. Okay, this is getting gross, actually. Let's just take our draw. It's a land. The dragon should win us the game, I hope. No blocks. It's annoying, and I hate it. Is vigilance. Take a red source. You know, I think we should henge. Right, it's a little bit of life gain in these troubling times. Nice chump blocker there. No attacks. Bonecrusher's trade. What are they tapping all this mana for? 5 mana tapped. Kenrith, nice. Everybody gets trample and haste. Hit for 9. And actually. Double draw. We're way out of Embercleave range. No attacks. Decent blockers. Kenrith was super annoying. Ouch. Even that's almost enough to win them the game. Basri's gone. They get the 2/2 though. Shieldbreaker's a nice cheap draw. Lovestruck Beast is relatively cheap. Should we stomp one of these things? Or just more draws? Right, and then we'll use removal. No attacks. Discard a single card. The Henge can go. We already have one. Alright, we're good. We're safe. Right as rain. Right as rain. Kill the Bonecrusher Giant. I don't think we have lethal yet. Close, but I want to protect ourselves at all costs. Well, actually, I think we do have lethal, and I think we do go for it. Right, this opens up our beloved Embercleave. The Goldspan Dragon into a cleave is so broken. How's that for a finale? That is aggressive. Oh my gosh. For watching, don't forget to download Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant. That's what I use today to see all of my deck stats. We get our collection, you know, deck statistics. Use the Deck Advisor if you're a new player looking for new decks to play based on your own personal collection, which is really cool. So it compares your collection to the meta, and then it shows you what you're allowed to play without spending wildcards. Cool things, right? So that's available to everybody on Windows for free in the Linktree link in the description below. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. Support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and our Amazon link. Take care, enjoy the next video on me, and we'll see you soon.